The nation's largest urban test bed for autonomous technology just gained a new title.
And it's also deploying the nation's first smart crosswalk system right here in Chattanooga, as Angela Kim reports.
In just a few short months, the daily act of crossing the street is going to look a whole lot different. And it's all part of ongoing efforts to make your daily commute safer, cleaner, and more efficient. Starting in 2018, the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga took a special focus on traffic patterns and pedestrian safety.
How pedestrians are using the roadway, which allows the city of Chattanooga to better kind of react to different types of scenarios that are occurring.
The Center for Urban Informatics and Progress is using a new $500,000 grant to expand efforts with new ways to track situations on the road that aren't normally logged, like near accidents between pedestrians and drivers.
Because they're avoided, there's not usually reports of those events. So having that near miss information allows the city to kind of better respond to those types of incidents.
Deputy Director and Chief Technology Officer Austin Harris says by studying this information, the city of Chattanooga can recognize traffic patterns and adjust.
If they see it happening, over and over again, they can look at different, features of the roadway. Is there a crosswalk there, or the timing that we give for a pedestrian, that's given to a pedestrian to cross the road. There's so many things that can be tweaked to improve safety at an intersection.
This grant will also be used for pedestrian safety, with new lighting on a crosswalk that changes color based on the presence of a pedestrian.
And our hope in the future is to layer that in with communications that will then actually, provide you a pop-up, maybe on your Google Maps app or your heads-up display in your car that basically says, hey, there's a pedestrian in the crosswalk, ahead. We actually already demoing that at one of our intersections right now.
Harris says he hopes to not just reduce the number of accidents on the road, but also help all of Chattanooga become more efficient on the road.
Reduce response times, right? If emergency vehicles can be notified as soon as, event occurs, if you can reduce that, a minute, 2 minutes, that's significant.
Reporting in Chattanooga, Angela Kim, Local 3 News.
Thank you, Angela. That new crosswalk system will begin in August, and it could create opportunities for self-driving cars, just not anytime soon.